morning students and welcome to the grammar class. You might have already learned the parts of speech. Today I am going to revise once again the parts of speech. So there are total 8 parts of speech and the first one is the noun. What is noun? Noun is the name of a person, a place, an animal or a thing. You already learned what is a noun. Noun is the name of a person, a place, an animal, or a thing. Is it clear, children? Noun is the name of a person, a place, an animal, or a thing. There are 4 kinds of nouns. Which are they? First one is proper noun. Proper noun. The name of a particular person, a place, an animal or a thing. A particular name. For example, Raju, particular person. Person, a place or animal or a thing. So this noun is particularly to a person, place, animal or a thing. For example, Raju, Ramya, or a place Karkala, Udupi, Mangalore. Thing is table, desk. So they are meant for particular person, place or animal or a thing. Second one is common noun. Common noun is the name of a person, place, animal or a noun. It is a general name, it is not a particular name. Common to all kinds of persons, place, animal or a thing. Now for example, cow is there. So the cow in India or in America or in England, the name of the cow is cow only. So the boy or a girl, father, mother, it is common to all over the world. That is why it is common. Understood? So the common name of a person, place or animal, it is common to all. Third one is collective noun. Collective noun. The name of a group of people, animals or things. Group. Here we are considering not one person, one thing. Here we are considering A group of people, animals or thing. Group. Here we are considering group. Group of people. Animals or things. Here remember, proper noun, name of a particular person, a place, an animal or a thing. Common noun, a name used, applied to common people, place, animals or things. Collective noun means a noun refers to a group of people, animals or things. For examples, there are many cows grazing in the garden. So it is a crowd, a group of animals, a herd of cows. It is called a herd of cows. So now there are many flowers in the garden. In one plant only there are many flowers. So we go and pluck the flowers and we make a bouquet of flowers. We go to the garden, we pluck the flowers from each plant and we collect it together, then it becomes a bouquet of flowers. A file of papers. We go on keeping the papers one after the other, so it becomes a pile of papers. So collective noun, a group of people, animals or things. And fourth one is abstract noun. Abstract noun. Abstract noun, the name of an idea, a feeling or a quality of a person, a place, an animal or a thing. So abstract noun, this we cannot see, we cannot touch. For example, excitement, honesty, success, silence, sadness, happiness. These are the things we cannot see, we cannot touch. Only we can experience or we can feel. Such things are called abstract nouns. It is an idea. It is an idea or feeling. Feeling. So my dear students, what is the noun? Noun is the name of a person, a place, an animal or a thing. So there are four kinds of nouns: proper noun, common noun, collective noun and abstract noun. Proper noun is the name of a particular person, a place, an animal or a thing. Common noun is the name of any person, place, animal or a thing. Collective noun, group of people, animals or things. Abstract noun, it is an idea or a feeling. The noun which we cannot see, that we cannot touch. It can be only, we can imagine, we can feel it. So these are the nouns, and this is first parts of speech. Second part of speech is pronoun. 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 What is pronoun? A pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. A pronoun. is a word used instead of a noun. A word used instead of a noun is called a pronoun. What are the kinds of pronouns? Kinds of pronouns. First one is personal. Personal pronouns. What are these personal pronouns? I, he, she, and we. These are personal. I, he, she, or me are the personal pronouns. Second one, we have demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative. Demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrating means what? So now a thing is far away from us. How to show that thing? If the book is here near to me, how to show that book? This is my book. That is his book. So if the things are nearby, so we are using this. If the things are far away from us, then we are showing that. So that is demonstrative. We are going to demonstrate this, that. This is for the things. These. If it is plural, these and those. If it is singular, this or that. If it is plural, these or those. Third one, interrogative. Interrogative. In sentences, parts of speech, you might have learned what is interrogative sentences. So, third kind of pronoun is interrogative pronoun. So, here you are asking questions. What are those questions? Who? Who is this? Which book? What? For what? And whose book is this? Whose bag is that? So we are asking questions. So when you use questions, so you are using pronouns as who, which, what, and whose. And the fourth one, indefinite. Indefinite pronoun. Indefinite. So this pronoun is not definite, indefinite. In general we are using. In general. There is no particular. Indefinite is not particular. For example, each boy or girl, either he or she, anything, not particular, indefinite, nobody. So when we are not referring to a particular person, place or a thing, we are using each in general, either, anything or nobody. Fifth pronoun is possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun. Possessing means you are owning, possessing. It is mine. it is mine. Possessive, my own is called possessive pronoun. For example, mine. This pen is mine. That book is yours. This classroom is ours. So when it belongs to me, it is mine. When it belongs to you, it is yours. And when it belongs to all of us, then it is ours. Sixth one, reflexive. Reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun. For example, myself. Myself. Yourself. Itself. Himself. So when I do things myself, when I do things by my own, then I tell myself, I did it by myself. When you do it, you did it yourself. It does, if you refer any things, then itself. And when we refer to him, it is called himself. And the seventh one is relative pronoun. Relative pronoun. For example, who, whom, which, and that. When we want to know the relation, who is that? Who is he or she? Relative. So what is the relationship between me and that person? So who? Then we are asking the questions: who, whom, which, and that. So these are the kinds of pronouns. Now what is pronoun? Pronoun is a word used instead of a noun, and there are 7 kinds of pronouns. First one is personal, second one is demonstrative, third one is interrogative, fourth one is indefinite, fifth one is possessive, sixth one is reflexive, and seventh one is relative. So I will be sending you the notes of this parts of speech in the form of PDF and also the exercises. Then you will understand better, and you may have to do the exercises followed by it. Third parts of speech is adjective. Adjectives. What is this adjective? Adjective is a word used to add more to the meaning of the noun. Adjective is a word used to add more to the meaning to the meaning of a noun. To add more to the meaning of a noun. Now take for example, there is a boy. How is that boy? The boy is very brilliant. So the boy is a noun here, very brilliant. We are adding something more to the meaning of that noun boy. So that is called adjective. You add more to the meaning of the noun. That is called adjective. Here adjectives that are placed before the noun are called attributive adjectives. Attributive adjectives. Adjectives that are placed before the noun are called attributive. That is adding something to the noun. Adjectives that are placed after a verb are called predicative. Predicative adjectives. Predicative and attributive. A adjective that are placed before the noun are called attributive adjectives. Adjectives that are placed after a verb are called predicative adjectives. For example, he ran fast. How he ran? He ran fast. So the adjective used after the verb is called predicative. Here the boy is brilliant. The boy. The brilliant boy or intelligent boy. So adjective used before the noun is called attributive. Brilliant boy, intelligent boy. The boy is noun and adjective that is placed before the noun is called attributive adjective. There are kinds of adjectives. What are the kinds of adjectives? Kinds of adjectives. Kinds of adjectives. First kind of adjective is quality. 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 For example, what is the quality of this book? What is the quality of my cloth? What is the quality of a person? So that is measured in this adjective. For example, sick. How is he? What is the quality of a person? He is sick. He is healthy. This book is new. Careful. He is very careful. What is the color? Black. So quality. Second adjective is adjective of quantity. Quantity. Quantity here, for example, whole, some, little, or, no. So first one is quality, second one is quantity. How much? I want the whole mango. I want some biscuits. I want little coffee or tea. I want all the chocolates. I want no chocolates. So this is quantity, adjective of quantity. Third one is number, adjective of number. Now you know numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. So here number 1, 2, 4, fourth, you got the fourth place 1 or 10, any number. Adjective of number. You can count any numbers, that is adjective of number. You got 4th place, you got 5th place, you got 1st place. So you got 4 prizes, you got 7 prizes or 10 prizes. That all come under adjective of number. Then we have fourth one. Fourth kind of adjective is demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative. Demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative. You are demonstrating. You are pointing out. Pointing out. Demonstrative. This, for example, this, that, these and those. We have already seen demonstrative pronouns. So in adjectives also we have demonstrative adjectives. If it is singular, this or that. If it is plural, those or these. Those are these. Those are these. And fifth one, possessive adjective. Possessive. Possessive adjective. Their. Their. Our. My. His, her, its, and your. So these are possessive. Possessive means that I am owning, my own. So those who are possessing is called possessive adjective. Interrogative. Adjective. Interrogative adjective. Here you are asking question. Whose pen is this? What are you doing? Which book do you want? Where do you want to go? So in interrogative adjective, you are asking questions. Whose, what, which and where. And seventh kind of adjective is distributive. Distributive. Distributive adjective. Here you are going to distribute. Between what? Distributive adjective is either, neither, every, each. Distributive adjective. Now there is one chocolate. Now you want to distribute. How to distribute? Either you eat or let him eat. Either you or he. Either he or you or he. Neither you nor he. Every. So let everyone get one chocolate. Each one of you have to do your homework. Each means every one of you have to do the homework. Everyone. That is distributive. You are specifying to distribute anything or distributing the work. So you have to use these adjectives. My dear students, now what is an adjective? Adjective is a word used to add something more to the meaning of a noun. There are two main adjectives. Adjectives that are placed before the noun are called attributive adjective. Adjectives that are placed after a verb are called predictive adjective. There are 7 types of adjectives. First one is adjective of quality. For example, sick, new, careful, black. Adjective of quantity. For example, whole, some, little, all, no. Adjective of number. Here you are specifying the numbers. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 4th, 6th, 7th, 100th. So like this you are going to specify the numbers. Demonstrative. You are going to demonstrate this, that, these and those. Possessive adjective. Possessive. Their, our, my, his, her, its and yours. Interrogative. You are asking questions. Whose, what, which, where. And finally, distributive adjective. Either, neither, every, each. I hope you have understood what is an adjective. And fourth parts of speech is verb. Verb. What is verb? Verb is an action word. So verb is an action word. Action word. Verb is an action word. A word that shows an action. For example, speak, laugh, sing, dance, read, write. So these are action words. Read, write, play, sing, etc. So you need not learn much about this, you know already what is a verb. And fifth parts of speech is adverb. So when it came to adjective, so we said a word used to add something more to the meaning of the noun, it is called adjective. So when you use a word to add something more to the verb, it is called adverb. You are adding more to the meaning of the verb, then it becomes adverb. So you add something more to the meaning of the verb. What is adverb? Adverb is a word that modifies and modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. To tell in another words, to add something more to the meaning of the verb. So we said what is an adjective? Adjective is a word to add something more to the noun. Here to add something more to the verb. What are the kinds of adverbs? Kinds of adverbs. Kinds of adverbs. Adverbs of time. First one is adverbs of time. What is this time? Now. Soon, then, today, adverb of time. So now, I want you to study now. I want your book as soon as possible. Then, today. Second adverb is place. Place, adverb of place. Down. Down. Up. There. On top of. Etc. Adverb of place to specify the place where you have kept your tiffin bag. I have kept my tiffin bag down. Where have you kept your book? I have kept my book up on the desk. Where is your school bag? My school bag is there. Where is the bench? Where is the bench? Bench is on the top of the building or in the top of the floor. Third adverb is manner. Adverb of manner. Manner, you know. Manner. In what manner it is? For example, extremely, badly, quickly, gently. Condition. Here manner means condition. In what condition? Manner. Extremely. What is the condition of the patient? Extremely serious. The patient is extremely serious. What is the condition of the book? The book is in a bad condition, badly. He did very badly in the examination. How he ran? He ran quickly. Quickly. How he talked? He talked gently. Gently. Extremely, badly, quickly and gently. These are adjectives of manner. Fourth one is frequency. Frequency. Frequency means the time taken to complete a task. Frequency. The time taken to finish a task. Always. Always. Never. Thrice. Usually. Usually. Always. Is he doing the homework? Yes, he is doing the homework always. Does he do the homework? He never does his homework. How many did he fail? How many times? Thrice. He failed thrice. How many times he won? He won 3 times. Thrice. Usually he does his homework. And fifth one is adverb of degree. Degree. Adverb of degree. Here degree means to. For example, to, almost, very, enough. Now degree means how much, how many times more, how is he, how much he is talking, he is talking too much, too much. How much he is eating too much. So that shows the degree, here the intensity of that act. Here degree means intensity of that act, too much, he is talking too much. Almost, he has reached to his target, almost. Very much, he is talking very much, he is very much talkative. Enough. So he has eaten enough food. Enough. He has eaten enough food. So that is degree of adverb. And finally we have probability. 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 Here probability. Surely he is going to come today. Surely he is going to come today. It might rain today. Certainly it is going to rain. Obviously he is going to do well in the examination. So probability means possibility. Surely he is going to come. Probability is there. He may come or may not come. Surely he may come. It might rain today, we are not sure. It is cloudy, but it might rain tonight or today. Certainly he is going to come. Obviously he is going to get well soon. Surely. Might. Very. Enough. These are the kinds of adverbs. Students, what is adverb? Adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective or another adverb. To tell you in a simple words, adverb is a word that adds something more to the meaning of a verb. Kinds of adverbs. One is adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of manner, adverb of frequency, adverb of degree, adverb of probability. Sixth parts of speech is prepositions. Prepositions. What is a preposition? Preposition is a word or a group of words that used before a noun or a pronoun to show the relationship between that noun or pronoun with the rest of the sentence. So preposition. So a word used before a noun or a pronoun to show the relationship between another noun or a pronoun. Preposition, a word used to show the relationship. A preposition is a word or a group of words. Group of words used before a noun or a pronoun to show the relationship between that noun or pronoun with the rest of the sentence. The rest of the sentence. Here, my dear students, preposition, a word used before a noun or a pronoun. Now I'll give one example. I am standing here. Board is here. I am the noun and the board is the noun. Now what is the relationship between me and the board? So we are using one word to show the relationship between me and the board. Where I am standing? I am standing in front of the board. In front, that word is showing the relationship between the board and me. Board and me. Preposition. There are two kinds of prepositions. Two kinds of prepositions. Two kinds of prepositions. One is simple prepositions. Simple prepositions, for example, consisting one word. For example, on, in. The second type of preposition is compound. Compound preposition. Prepositions. Compound means here combining two words. Combining two words. Combining two words. For example, combining two words. Inside, within, outside. So here combining two words. So there are two kinds of prepositions. One is simple prepositions consisting of only one word. Second one is compound prepositions combining two words. So two words are joined together and made one word. They are called compound prepositions. So now what is the relationship between me and the ceiling? So where I am standing? I am standing under the ceiling. Where I am standing? I am standing under the fan. So where is the fan? The fan is hanging on the ceiling. Hanging on the ceiling. So preposition is showing the relationship between a noun and a noun, a pronoun and a pronoun. So these are called prepositions. So rest of the things we will see in the next class. So my dear students, I want you to go through the video and I will be sending you the remaining notes and the exercises in the PDF form. You have to do the homework and you have to send it to me through the WhatsApp. Thank you.